Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever thought about how the little things we do every single day impact not just our mood or energy, but our very lifespan? According to doctors and health experts, there are 10 everyday habits that, if done less or avoided altogether, can add years, quality years, to your life. Today, I want to challenge you to take control. Not through radical changes, but by cutting down on the things slowly stealing your vitality. These aren't huge leaps, they're subtle shifts, and they could mean the difference between merely existing and truly thriving. Let's dive in. Every day we make hundreds of decisions without realizing their long-term effects. From the moment we wake up to the minute we rest our head on the pillow, our habits become the architecture of our lives. The truth that doctors and health professionals stress over and over again is that small daily habits, those that seem harmless or insignificant, can either slowly extend our lives or quietly take years away from them. It's not just about avoiding catastrophe, it's about noticing the micro decisions that shape the direction of our health, our energy, and our potential. Most people don't die from sudden illness. They break down slowly. They don't feel it right away. It starts with a little less energy, a little more stress, a few extra pounds, a nagging pain they ignore, and a general feeling that something is off. These are the warning signs the body sends when we consistently practice the wrong habits. Think of your health like a bank account. Every time you skip sleep, overeat processed food, or neglect movement, you're making a withdrawal. But when you hydrate, move your body, and prioritize recovery, you're making a deposit. Over time, the account either runs dry or compounds into a vibrant, resilient life. What makes this truly empowering is knowing that we have control. You don't need to do something extraordinary to live a longer life. You just need to stop doing the things that shorten it. That's the beauty and the challenge of everyday living. It's all in the simple actions: choosing water over soda, sleeping early instead of watching one more episode, walking during a break instead of scrolling aimlessly. These are choices with real consequences. The longer you delay caring for yourself, the more time you lose. But every healthy habit you build, no matter how small, becomes a brick in the foundation of your future. Among those habits, sleep, movement, and diet stand as the three pillars of lasting health. Sleep is not just a rest period. It's a time when your body heals, regenerates cells, processes memories, and regulates hormones. When you don't sleep enough, it's not just about feeling tired the next day. Over time, lack of sleep impairs your immune function, increases inflammation, and raises the risk of heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. People often wear sleep deprivation like a badge of honor, thinking it means they're working hard or being productive. But what it actually means is that they're slowly grinding their body down. Motivation doesn't just come from grit. It's rooted in energy, and energy comes from rest. Movement is just as essential. We live in a world where convenience has replaced physical effort. Elevators instead of stairs, screens instead of outdoor play, hours at a desk instead of walking in nature. A sedentary lifestyle is one of the most dangerous trends in modern health. Doctors now say sitting is the new smoking. Your body was designed to move. Muscles are meant to stretch, lungs to expand, and your heart to pump harder through activity. You don't need to run marathons. Walking for 30 minutes a day can cut the risk of death from all causes. It improves mood, supports metabolism, and keeps your brain sharp. And every time you move, you send a powerful signal to your body: I'm alive. I'm investing in myself. Food, the third pillar, is not just fuel, it's information. It tells your body what to do. When you eat processed, sugary, artificial foods every day, your body receives the message that it's under attack. Inflammation spikes, insulin resistance builds, and your cells age faster. But when you nourish yourself with real, whole foods, vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, healthy fats, you equip your body to repair itself, to defend itself, to thrive. Eating clean isn't punishment, it's permission to feel better, live longer, and unlock your potential. Health isn't about perfection, it's about direction. Each small, positive choice you make nudges your life toward energy, strength, and longevity. And every bad habit you reduce or eliminate gives your body one more chance to heal, to grow, and to serve you well for years to come. We live in a world that praises productivity, rewards busyness, and often neglects rest, reflection, and physical vitality. One of the most silent but deadly lifestyle choices people make today is leading a sedentary life. What may seem like comfort, sitting on the couch for hours, working at a desk without movement, taking cars everywhere instead of walking, is actually quietly eroding your health from the inside out. Doctors have started to refer to sedentary behavior as the new smoking, because its long-term effects are just as dangerous, if not more so. When the body is inactive for prolonged periods, your metabolism slows, your muscles weaken, your joints stiffen, and your circulation becomes less efficient. The result is an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, depression, and even certain types of cancer. The human body was not designed to be still. Movement is not just about aesthetics or burning calories. It's about function, vitality, and life force. Every time you get up and move, even just to stretch, take a short walk, or do a few minutes of light exercise, you are sending powerful signals to your body that it matters. Your heart becomes more efficient, your lungs clear out, your brain gets a rush of oxygen and nutrients, and your muscles and bones remain strong and agile. Movement doesn't mean you have to spend hours in a gym or follow intense fitness routines. It's about making it a part of your daily rhythm. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Stand up every 30 minutes at your desk. Go outside and walk after dinner. Dance in your living room if that brings you joy. Every little action adds up. What's even more important to understand is that regular movement isn't just physical, it's mental and emotional too. When you're active, your brain releases endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. Those feel good chemicals that improve your mood, reduce stress, and boost your confidence. This natural pharmacy inside your body becomes available the moment you start to move. In a world that constantly drains us with overstimulation and pressure, movement becomes your medicine. It's your reset button, your escape, and your power source all at once. Choosing to live an active life is choosing to take control of your health, one step at a time. While physical stillness harms the body, excessive screen time damages the mind in ways we're only beginning to understand. Technology is an incredible tool, but without boundaries, it becomes a trap. The average person now spends over 7 hours a day looking at screens, whether it's for work, entertainment, or habit. And while screens connect us to information and people across the globe, they're also robbing us of something priceless: our mental clarity, our attention span, our peace of mind. Too much screen time, especially on social media, increases anxiety, depression, and feelings of inadequacy. We start comparing our real lives to curated highlights. We lose time we'll never get back. Your mind, just like your body, needs rest. It needs space. It needs real life stimulation, sunlight, eye contact, conversation, nature, creativity. Constant digital exposure hijacks your focus. It floods your brain with dopamine every time you get a like or message, keeping you addicted to checking, scrolling, refreshing. But that same brain also thrives when given time away from screens. When you disconnect, your thoughts become clearer, your sleep improves, your relationships deepen, and your stress melts away. Limiting screen time isn't about giving something up. It's about getting your life back. It's about creating space for the things that actually fulfill you. Spend time in nature, read a book, learn something new, call someone instead of texting, be present at the dinner table. These choices won't show up in your screen time report, but they'll show up in your mental well-being. They'll show up in your energy, your creativity, your happiness. You don't have to throw away your devices or cancel your social media accounts. You just have to take control of your attention. Use technology as a tool, not a master. Design your days around what truly matters, not around notifications. Because the less time you spend being passively entertained, the more time you have to actively live. And living fully, that's what gives your years more meaning and your life more time. Stress is one of the most underestimated killers in modern life. It's not loud. It doesn't show up with flashing warning signs. It creeps in slowly, hiding behind deadlines, responsibilities, traffic, bills, and emotional burdens we pretend don't affect us. Over time, stress becomes chronic, and that's when it starts to destroy us from the inside out. When you're under constant stress, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Your heart beats faster, your blood pressure rises, your muscles stay tense, and stress hormones like cortisol flood your system. These responses are helpful in short bursts, but when they become a daily pattern, they wear down your immune system, drain your energy, and open the door to serious health issues like heart disease, stroke, depression, and even memory loss. Doctors have seen this play out in thousands of patients. People who seem healthy on the outside but are falling apart on the inside because they never deal with their stress. They keep pushing, keep performing, keep pretending they're fine, until their body forces them to stop. But it doesn't have to get to that point. Stress management isn't a luxury, it's survival. The body needs recovery just as much as effort. When you give yourself space to breathe, to reflect, to just be, you activate the part of your nervous system that calms the storm inside. Your heart rate stabilizes, your muscles loosen, your thoughts become clearer, and your health begins to rebuild. The most successful and fulfilled people aren't those with the fewest problems. They're the ones who have learned how to manage the pressure, how to reset, how to protect their peace. They meditate, they journal, they go for walks without their phones, they say no to things that drain them, they choose silence over noise and simplicity over chaos. It's not about escaping life, it's about facing it with tools that keep your spirit strong. Your stress doesn't define you, but your response to it will determine the quality of your life. Every time you pause to breathe deeply instead of reacting in anger or fear, you're choosing health. Every time you let go of something you can't control, you make room for joy to return. Another quiet but deadly habit that shortens lives is the overconsumption of sugar. It's everywhere, hidden in processed foods, drinks, sauces, cereals, snacks. It's disguised in ingredients like high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, and maltodextrin. Sugar gives a quick hit of pleasure and energy, but it leaves behind a trail of destruction. It spikes your blood sugar, then crashes it, creating cycles of fatigue, cravings, and irritability. Over time, these swings lead to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and even increased risk of cancer and Alzheimer's. Doctors warn that sugar doesn't just affect your waistline, it affects your heart, your brain, your liver, and your skin. It inflames your body and accelerates aging. Reducing sugar is one of the most powerful choices you can make for your health. It's not easy because sugar is addictive. It activates the same brain pathways as drugs like cocaine. That's why quitting sugar feels like withdrawal at first. But once you get through those first few weeks, your body starts to change. Your energy becomes more stable, your mood improves, your cravings disappear. You think more clearly, you sleep better, and you gain a sense of control you may have forgotten you had. This isn't about guilt or shame, it's about empowerment. You don't have to give up sweetness in life. You just have to find it in better places. Fresh fruit, moments of laughter, achieving your goals, deep conversations, these bring real, lasting joy. Every time you say no to an energy drink, a sugary snack, or that extra dessert, you're saying yes to your heart, your brain, your future. It's not deprivation, it's discipline, it's choosing to live longer and feel better doing it. These small acts of resistance add up, creating a life filled with energy, clarity, and strength. And that's the kind of life worth fighting for. If you want to live longer, you don't need more money or luck. You need more awareness, discipline, and self-respect. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to do less of the things that are slowly dimming your light. Live consciously, live courageously, and above all live long with intention and joy. Thank you